You are alone in a mountain hut. The fireplace is burning. It's warm inside. There is not much stuff in this cottage. It is 7 kilometers from the nearest village. There is a bed, a small table and a few books on the shelf. It's a snowstorm outside. The sound of the wind comes in from under the door. You throw some thick wood into the fireplace. You pick up one of the books on the shelf at random and lie on your back on the bed. The bed is soft enough to cover your body. The book hasn't been touched for a long time. It's still dusty. You open the cover, but reading is as difficult as climbing a mountain right now. You are that tired. The first page, this is a true story. The names have been changed in the story, but the events are completely real. You turn the other page in curiosity. You are starting to read. Part 1. Who is everyone? Finally, the all-terrain vehicle had reached in front of a wooden hut. John had planned this vacation for a long time. He had already made his reservation when there were 6 months before the annual holiday. 2 weeks alone in a mountain hut. Accommodation only. All requirements are brought by the customer himself. He chops his own wood to keep warm. The driver unloaded John's 2 suitcases and wished them good luck. This was a very desolate mountain hut. All that can be seen around is trees, birds, a creek in the distance and a huge forest. John lit the fireplace first. As he was taking his belongings out of the suitcases, he heard the sound of a car outside. The driver got out of the vehicle and left 2 suitcases. Then a woman got off. The driver was already out of sight as John headed for the door. They came face to face with the woman at the doorway. The woman's face was terrified. John jumped right in. "Please don't be afraid. My name is John. I came here on vacation for 2 weeks, and while I was thinking I would be alone, a car brought you. Forgive me. Of course, I'm glad to see you, but I'm also confused. Because I didn't see any other cabin here." The woman paused. "Hello, my name is Lisa. I also booked this cabin for 2 weeks. Was it a mistake? Did they sell the same cabin to 2 different people?" John invited Lisa inside. "Let's not talk outside in the cold. Please come inside. I just lit the fireplace. I'll bring your suitcases inside." Lisa immediately approached the fire in the fireplace. He took out his cell phone, but it wasn't picking up. Then, their eyes met and they thought the same thing. The car that brought them would come back to pick them up in 2 weeks. They both read each other's minds. "John, there's not much we can do for now, except put up with me for 2 weeks. Turning her eyes to the carpet on the floor, she smiled. Together they took the water containers in the hut and went to fetch water. After half an hour, on their return, they met 2 guests in the cabin. "John, hello, who are you?" The man inside said, "Here's the owners of these suitcases also showed up." He said to the woman sitting at the table, "My name is Tim and this friend's name is Sarah. We thought that the cabin was mistakenly booked for 2 people, but I guess one cabin was booked for 4 different people. When we got out of the vehicle, we thought there were other cabins here. But we were wrong." All 4 people looked at each other, not knowing what to do. First, cabin was too small for 4 people who didn't know each other at all. But the real problem was that all 4 of them had planned a solo 2-week vacation. What would they do now?